Hello everyone, myself Divyashri S, pursuing AI/ML branch in GM University. Now we are doing a DSA assignment 2, that is a topic of demonstration of mathematical operations of arbitrary digits using a number C. So our DSA code is UE23CS2103. So under the guidance of the Dr. Shivaranjini S sir and the presented by the team gladiators. Now introducing my teammates Bindu GH, Diveshri BS, myself, and Kritika HK, Sana R. Chauhan, and Sinchana S. Pujar. So introduction about this topic is to handling of the big large numbers of the within using a standard data types. So now coming to the code. In the first three lines, we explain about the standard libraries, that is hash include std.h and the hash include stdio and the hash include string.h. So in the fifth line, we have initialized the integer I is equals to 0. And in the seventh, eighth line, we have initialized the struct node integer digit. In the ninth line, we have initialized the node pointer to the next node, and in the 10th line we have initialized the node, and in the 12th line we have initialized the type of the structure node, that is a node pointer pointing towards the head node, and in 14th line we have initializing a big number, adding of a big numbers. uh, Now in the 16th line we are passing on to the function to create a new node. So in the 17th line we are learn about the node, creating a new node in the integer digit. So in the 18th line we are creating a node which is pointing to create a new node, and the malloc which is used for the dynamically allocation memory, which is used to check the size of the node. And in the 19th line, the if loop which is used to new node and pointing towards the null. And in the 20th line we are check that printf the memory allocation is failed. And in the 22nd line we are creating a new node and printing of the digits to add the adding and multiplication of the numbers. And in the 24th line we are pointing towards the new node, to the next node, the null node, which is a last pointer. And after in 25th line we are creating a new node to adding of a big numbers. And next will be continue my teammate Sinchana as Puja.
Hello everyone. So coming up to the 28th line, that is function to prepare the digit of big number. So here we have purpose of this function is to add a new digit to the beginning of the big number. The process of this function is to create a new node containing the specified digit, and the usage is the function is used to build the big number by adding digit to the reverse orders. So next in the 35th line, we have a function to create the bigger number from the string. So purpose of this function is to construct a big number from the string representation of digits, and the process is to initialize an empty big number, and the usage of this function is to transform a numeric string into a big number linked list. Next, we have to come to the 49th line where we have the void print big number. So purpose of this is to print the big numbers to the standard output, and this process checks the whether the big number is empty or not, and if it is so, then it prints 0. And the usage of this function where it outputs the big numbers if it's natural order. So coming up to the next function, that is of the void point big number to the file. So the purpose of this is writes the bigger number of the file, and the process is to if bigger number is empty, then it writes as 0. Otherwise, a transfer linked list will be created. So the usage of this is this function saves the big number if its natural order is specified file. So the further will be continued by this Sahana.
Hello everybody, myself Sahana. I'm pursuing AIML in GM University. Now I'm continuing function to add two big numbers. The provided function add big numbers adds two large numbers represented as linked list, contains a single digit of a number. The function initializes an empty big number called as a result to store the sum. It uses two pointer p1 p2 to travel the linked list of num1 and num2 respectively. The while loop continues as long as they are digit to proceed
Hello,
to
Bindu.
the either number. There is a carry. Next, The pretends at least significantly digit of the sum to the result. The pointers P1, P2 are advanced to the next nodes. The loop ensures all digits are proceed and the final result, including any remaining carry, is correctly formed and returned at a big number. Further, will continue my teammate Kritika.
This is Kritika from AML branch. I am going to discuss a multiply two big numbers. In line number 113, to multiply two big numbers object, initialize the result with 0, set to push 1 to the end of the number 1 and initialize the 0 count. Loops through each digit in the number 1. In the line number 130, loops through each digit in the number 1, initialize the temp and repeat 0 based on the 0 count and set up push 2 and carry. Multiplies the digit and its carry and repeats the result to temp. Update results are the add temp to the result increment 0 count and moves to the next digit in the number. Next result will be the final product. Next in the line number 144, I am going to discuss a read numbers from a file. Declaration. It reads the two bit number object from the file, open the file and exit the file, initialize the buffer to read the lines, read and initialize the number 1 and number 2 from the line, and last will be the close the file after reading. Next will be continued by my friend Bindu.
Hello everyone, myself Bindu Judge. I am pursuing AML in GM University. Today I am going to explain about the functions to write a result, how to write a result in a files. While while write resulting to a files, it is character. It is stored in a file parts. We have a two numbers, big number 1 and big number 2. Big number first addition we do, and next multiplication we do. File, we have to open file with a file path, and the file is equal to null. The result will be a error. First we have to get an error opening file. Next exist line number 171 to 178. We are going to print the file num1 and num2 and addition result and multiplication result. Functions, next we are going to discuss about the functions to free the memory of a big number. Void free big memories. Big number num is equal to node star current is equal to num add. Next while loop we consider, while current is equal to null, what happens means node into temp is equal to current is equal to current. Next free temp. Next we are moving to a main function. The main function is int main is equal to big characters, num1 is equal to num2, addition result and multiplication result. Character input files, we have to input a file called input.txt. Read numbers from the files input num1 and num2. Addition result is adding a big numbers num1 and num2. Multiplication result big numbers num1 and num2. The result is displayed in the file input files, adding the result and multiplication. Free the memory. Free big number num1 and free big number num2. Free big number additional result and free big number multiplication result. I am showing what is the output of this code. This is the output we can put in this code. We can get, this is a num1 and next this is a num2. We are getting the output of addition is this is the output of this addition of the two numbers, and the multiplication we take these two numbers, and output is this code is right or wrong, whether we have to check once in calculator to check whether we are inputting the numbers x and y same as we are I seen as I explained in earlier. Addition result will be, this is the output. For multiplication we got this output. Our code is executed successfully. This is our small assignment given by our lecture, Dr. Shivaranjini sir. Thank you for guidance and support. Thank you, one and all.